Title Love Like Salt. Once upon a time, there was a kind and wise king who lived in a grand palace with his 7 daughters. He loved them dearly and fulfilled their every wish. Each daughter was beautiful, intelligent, and well-mannered, but the youngest one, Naz, was the most beloved of all. One day, the king called all his daughters and asked, "My dear daughters, how much do you love me?" The eldest daughter replied, "Father, I love you as much as gold." The second said, "I love you like diamonds and precious jewels." The third smiled and said, "You are like the stars in the sky to me." And so each daughter compared her love to something rare and expensive. Finally, it was Naz's turn. She softly said, "Father, I love you like salt." The king was shocked and angry. "Salt," he shouted. "You compare your love to something cheap and common. Leave my palace." Heartbroken, Naz left the palace and wandered into a distant village. A kind old woman took her in and cared for her. Over time, Naz learned to cook and became famous for her delicious food. Years passed, and a prince impressed by her. Heartbroken, Naz left the palace and wandered into a distant village. A kind old woman took her in and cared for her. Over time, Naz learned to cook and became famous for her delicious food. Years passed, and a prince impressed by her cooking and kindness married her. For the wedding feast, Naz invited her father, the king. However, none of the dishes had any salt in them. The king took a bite and frowned. "Why is the food so tasteless?" he asked. Naz came forward and gently said, "Father, just as food has no taste without salt, love without sincerity has no meaning. That day I told you I love you like salt, not expensive, but essential." Tears filled the king's eyes. He hugged his daughter and said, "You gave me the truest love of all, and I failed to see it." From that day, the king understood that true love is not shown through wealth or grand words, but through honesty and depth. The celebration continued, marking not just their union, but the reconciliation of a father and daughter united by love's true essence.